Control, KG5RON. I was just going to let you know that the storm is moving into Jacksonville now.
National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a new severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds, hail of 1 inch for Polk, P-O-L-K, until 3:15. AA5JC Net Control.
So be advised, power's down in Sherwood, and we're having many flashes trying to reinstate it. And here in Cabot, KB5, KBL.
Main and South Oak, confirmed touchdown.
All right, station with the confirmed touchdown. I need your call sign. I need the city and the streets again. And is this something you've witnessed, or are you relaying this from somewhere?
Relayed from law enforcement. It's touchdown, Main and Oak, Jacksonville, City of Jacksonville, K5BRM.
All right, I want to make sure I got that right. Was that Kilo 5 Tango Romeo Mike, correct?
That's correct.
Got it, and it's reported. Station calling Net Control, go.
I'm seeing debris falling here in Cabot, KB5, KBL.
That's a good report, thank you. And tell me, what's a good cross section of streets, two-street intersection?
Really, I'm in the suburbs, Dakota Street.
That's Kilo Bravo 5, Kilo Bravo Lima, Cabot, debris at Dakota Street, thank you. If anybody else is out there listening, please do just open NetLogger. It's a free app if you don't already have it. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your computer, your Mac, whatever. When you open NetLogger, you're going to look for the Net Arkansas Skywarn. That's all you got to do, and you'll be on the net. You'll be in the log anyway. Anyone with severe weather reports, call now. AA5JC Net Control.
Skywarn, Net up. Net Control, KG5RON. Real quick, KG5, RON. New severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 3:30 for Lone Oak, Faulkner, Saline, and Pulaski counties. Severe thunderstorm located near Chenal Valley, near West Little Rock, moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. It is not a tornado-warned storm, but these things can jump off real quick on us here, so we'll need to keep a close watch. And just information real quick, that a tornado that moved through the Pulaski County area is now out of Pulaski County, and it's due south of Cabot, probably about maybe 8 or 10 miles, something like that, and it appears it's still on the ground, got a debris ball still. So Butlerville and Hickory Plains are in the polygon and near next up in line for this storm. KG5RON.
Kilo 5, November Lima Romeo.
Go ahead, station. I'm thinking that Net Control is having some power issues there, but go ahead.
I am up here in North Little Rock on Pontiac Drive, and at the intersection of Pontiac and Osage, we have houses severely damaged, trees that have been topped and toppled, and we need emergency services up here.
Okay, stand by here. Station, stand by. I'm trying to get Josh on here. AR Link System, Skywarn Net Control, KG5RON. Josh, are you with us?
I'm here. I'm not sure what's going on. 775 isn't transmitting, so I switched back over to 3.2. Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, stand by. We have a station that was reporting houses damaged or destroyed here, and I'll let him go ahead and tell you where it is. Station reporting the damaged homes. Go ahead, KG5RON.
Lee Woody, Kilo 5, November Lima Romeo. 200 yards from my house, down Pontiac at the intersection of Pontiac and Osage. We have houses severely damaged, roofs torn off. We have trees toppled. We have a lot of tornado damage.
Oh, got it, Woody. Tell me your call sign one more time. Is it, did you say November 5, November Lima Romeo, is that right?
Kilo 5 North Little Rock.
And that's Pontiac and Osage in North Little Rock, thank you.
Emergency services.
Go ahead, emergency service request, tell me more.
NLR, that you just talked to, a few minutes who was requesting emergency services, K5AIA.
Are you good? Do you need me to relay emergency service request?
Yes, the people up here probably need help. I couldn't get into them. I mean, I was turning around going back to Camp Robinson, but I couldn't get past that area up there. It's all clogged up.
Okay.
Roger that. I will relay that request for emergency service to the area of Pontiac and Osage.
Much appreciated. Kilo 5 November Lima Romeo, stand by.
Net control. N5 EWC to net control. N5 EWC to net control.
You go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am on Highway 89, 4 miles south-southeast of Cabot. I have power lines down, trees down, severe damage.
Kilo Delta 5 Juliet Victor Victor. That tornado did cross Keel Avenue, just about the police station. There is severe damage and Keel Avenue is shut down.
Thank you for the report. AA5JC Net Control.
Net Control information. They've canceled the tornado warning for Pulaski, and they continued the warning for Lone Oak Prairie and White County. A confirmed large and dangerous tornado located over Sylvania near Cabot, moving northeast at 55. No further, KG5RON.
Net Control, this is KI5RLH Wade on I-40, just north of the river. There's trees everywhere on the interstate.
And say again which interstate and the location.
40 a couple miles, I-40 a couple miles above where you turn from 430 to I-40.
Skywarn, net up.
Kilo India 5 RLH, I copy. Burns Park area, I-40 at 430. Many trees on the interstate, thank you.
KG5RON Net Control.
Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, copy that. Just some information there. That tornado is still on the ground, it appears, next in line Butlerville and possibly Hickory Plains, but it is definitely still on the ground southeast of Austin.
Roger that. Yeah, they've still got it located on the ground there. Good to go. AA5JC, again, if anyone wants to check in, you can do so on NetLogger. Just download the app. It's free. Or if you have anything to report that you have observed, please call in AA5JC Net Control. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Kilo, the neighborhood of Parkway Place is completely blocked in. Nobody can get in or out any of the entrances. May affect emergency services. If anybody can meet at Parkway Place Drive down there just by Parkway Baptist Church with some chainsaws and some gloves, we can start maybe moving one of these trees if it's safe.
All right. I've got a couple of different things. One, I put out the Parkway Place entrance is completely blocked and you need chainsaws. I've got that entered. If anybody can help there with gloves and chainsaws, that'd be great. Station asking me to call them. Who are you and why?
JC WA5OUY. That was a local station calling me. I will give them a call. Thank you. No traffic.
Good, Wayne. Thank you. New tornado warning issued. Break. This is a tornado warning for parts of Lone Oak and Pulaski counties until 3:08. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over McCalmont or near Sherwood, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Locations impacted will include Little Rock, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Jacksonville, downtown Little Rock, and the list goes on, but that's about it. This is, again, radar indicated tornado. Keep your head on a swivel. AA5JC, net control.
Net control KG5RON, that warning's till 3:45. Yes, and that's what I was going to make mention of. I see new rotation right where they're putting the warning out.
Control, KG5ED.
KG5ED, go ahead.
Yeah, Josh, I just wanted to thank you for handling that previous storm. KG5ED clear.
Sir, that's why we do nets every week, just to practice. Thanks very much. We've got houses by Breckenridge and Shackleford destroyed as well, just FYI. There's lots of destruction going on. AA5JC. WDF.
AD5JVV.
WDF, is that Kilo 5 Whiskey Delta Fox? Go ahead.
Kilo 5 Whiskey Papa Sierra. This is Keith. I'm en route to North Little Rock now. The North Little Rock station was requesting assistance over there. I was wondering if we got an update on him and what his location is.
All right, K5WPS, wait 1. K5NLR, what are you still there? Do you need help personally? Do you need somebody to help you over there?
I'm actually heading right back into Sherwood here currently.
To that. Okay, I don't hear Woody anymore, and I don't think it was him that was needing the help. He was at Osage and Pontiac. If you want to go over in that direction, he was saying that there were people trapped in the houses there. They had lost the roofs, and some of the houses were destroyed, is what he said. So that was at the corner of Osage and Pontiac.
I'll be en route to that area. K5WPS clear.
New tornado warning issued. This is for parts of Lone Oak, Prairie, White, and Woodruff counties until 3:45. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Thurman or 13 miles east of Cabot, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. AA5JC, net control.
Skyward, net up. Net control KG5RON.
I'm not sure if you can hear me, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was just asking you, are you having any issues with the chat dropping out on you and you can't get back in?
Not at the moment. I have had earlier. That's why I had to use my A1 radio to call in one of those reports earlier because it wouldn't load again. But not at the moment. I'm not.
Okay, copy that. Well, they're just talking about the storm that's very close to their office over the city of Sherwood. They said we have a new radar-indicated tornado over Sherwood. The velocity is present up there aloft, and you have to look way up on the radar to see it. But they're talking about another rotation above Sherwood.
I can Osage, but here on Oakview Drive, there are trees everywhere, roofs ripped off of houses, and the road is blocked.
Is there anyone in the Beebe-Searcy area, just south of Searcy, that can tell us what you see there? We don't have any reports from that tornado warning storm.
Get out of this cluster F, and I'll head that way.
Very much understood. AA5JC, net control. JC, a new thunderstorm warning has been issued by the National Weather Service of Little Rock for parts of Johnson, Newton, Pope, POPE, and Searcy counties till 4 p.m. This is accompanied with 60-mile-an-hour wind and 1-inch hail. Let's see it. 319, severe thunderstorm is located over Woodland or 7 miles north of Clarksville, moving northeast at 55. Again, this comes with quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. AA5JC.
Skyward, net up.
KI5RLH reports a gas leak in the vicinity of Pontiac and Osage, so if you're trying to get there from the direction of I-40 or the Fort Ruth VA Hospital, number the one that is blocked going up the hill, and that neighborhood to the left has a gas leak, so you might want to avoid the area. The EMS, police, and fire and gas company are all over it. KF5RLH, clear and final.
Understood. KF5RLH reports gas leak near Pontiac and Osage. Net Control advises that you don't smoke.
JVV.
Go ahead.
Also be advised, lines down, damage in the 107 golf course area here. It is shut down as well. Even more damage. We have some structural damage as well.
Understood. Thank you very much. Got the report.
Net Control, KG5RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, I'm looking on the GR Level 3 radial velocity. They're just east of Jacksonville, probably about 5 miles. I'm seeing some rotation there, and I'm assuming that's why they have that tornado warning on that storm. But it looks like it's getting ready to cross State Highway 89 up there, east and northeast of Jacksonville as of right now. Okay, Net Control, KG5RON. This information, we do have another secondary line of storms that's moving into western Pulaski and northwest Saline and moving through central Garland County right now. Will be affecting Hot Springs and Mountain Pine in a few minutes. Nothing severe, but we have another line of storms behind these storms, and I expect them to get stronger. Skyward, net up.
Weather Service in Little Rock is continuing a tornado warning. This is radar indicated for parts of Lone Oak County until 3:45. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Meadow, near Lone Oak, moving east at 50 miles an hour.
5RLH. There might not be a path to BB from this area. I'm going to head back towards downtown North Little Rock and try to take a different highway towards BB.
Understood. Thank you. New tornado warning issued. Wait 1. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning. This is radar indicated for parts of Lone Oak and Prairie counties until 4 p.m. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Parnell or near Lone Oak, moving east at 60.
Skyward, net up.
KF5RLH, it looks like you'd have to go to the complete opposite end of North Little Rock maybe to get to BB. I've tried 4 routes, all of which are blocked by police, so I'm going to go somewhere else and try to get up there.
Skyward.
Understood, thank you. Everyone be advised, the National Weather Service is noting that the storm near Hot Spring Village is increasing aloft, and they are issuing they already have issued a severe thunderstorm warning for that. Of course, that's for parts of, there's another one, that's coming out just now. There it is. Faulkner, Garland, Perry, Pulaski, and Saline counties. That is a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for those counties, parts of those counties. It includes 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail till 4 p.m.
W5RHS to Net Control.
Station calling, go ahead.
W5RHS, is there a way we can get Ron or somebody to get us a radar update about the storm that's developing up around Hot Springs Village? We're starting to get a tail on it.
Ron, that's you, bud. Go ahead.
Okay, KG5RON, just do a quick update. We've got a storm. It's not severe. The one that's getting ready to affect north of Hot Springs is not severe, but it is attached to the severe thunderstorm up at Jessieville in the Village. And that's tracking on off to the northeast at about 55 miles an hour. And that's about all I have except for the, of course, the tornado warning and everything.
There it goes. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1.25-inch hail for parts of Lone Oak, Prairie, White, and Woodruff counties till 4:30 p.m. This is a severe thunderstorm located 7 miles northwest of Des Arc, moving east at 70 mile an hour. AA5JC net control.
Net control, KG5RON.
Hang on one. Anyone in the area of Hickory Plains, the National Weather Service has a report of a funnel cloud south of Hickory Plains. If anyone is in that area that could observe that safely, please call net control. Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, copy that. I was just going to make mention, I looked on the storm radial velocity and it updated on me, and definitely just south of Hickory Plains, it's got an increase in rotation. I'm afraid we're going to get another one, and it looks like it's tracking toward the Desark area, which is not in the polygon, but it is tracking towards the Desark area.
Thank you, sir. Keep us informed.
Will do, KG5RON. We appreciate all our spotters out there for all this information. Thank you, guys and ladies. KG5RON.
Net control, quick question.
Station with the question, go ahead.
Net, what area does it cover in the state?
Don't go starting arguments like that. That's not appropriate. To answer your question, so this particular net covers as far south as Arkadelphia, west to Mena, north up to around Batesville, Newport, and east to probably as far as maybe Brinkley, a little further than Brinkley. So that kind of gives you an idea for this particular net, as we have several different repeaters linked together. But it depends on where you are in the state. There's always a weather net somewhere nearby.
Copy that. I was just wondering because there was another tornado warning down south of Nashville, and I was just wondering if it was in our range. So I was just checking.
Okay, I don't see any down there. Hang on, wait, is that what that is? There's a severe thunderstorm warning, but it looks like there actually might be a tornado warning underneath it, as oddly as that is. I can't see it. So, yeah, that would put it just north of Texarkana. Yeah, I see it now. It is. It's just south of Nashville. You're right. But I don't think we have any coverage down in that area. We might, but we might not. I know we've got one person that's KE5VLX. It's in Arkadelphia. It's going to be bearing on them pretty soon.
Comment. Skyward, net up.
That. I was just wondering how far we were out and what we all covered. So, at any rate, there's one down around that area, and it's heading northeast. So be aware.
Kilo India 7, Charlie India Mike.
Charlie India Mike, you're coming in broken, but say again.
KI7CIM. I'm on the 120 repeater right now. I live in Friendship, right outside of Arkadelphia. I'm actually leaving work early to go down that way. How far is it from that area? Do you know that cell?
Give me just a second. I'll take a look.
Net control, it's moving into Hempstead County next.
Yeah, I mean, if you're moving in that direction, you might beat it there. It's not quite to Arkadelphia. It's still probably about an hour, maybe less from Arkadelphia. So you might get there about the same time if you're leaving here.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was just wondering what the trajectory is. Does it look like it's going to hit below Arkadelphia proper, or kind of that midway in Friendship? Just want to know what I'm trying to get myself into.
Yeah, it looks like it's right now it's tracking directly toward Arkadelphia. So Arkadelphia /Friendship, it'll be right there. There's another new tornado warning that's just barely in the very, very, very southwest corner of the state, mostly in Louisiana right now, or excuse me, Texas. So it looks like it's just going to follow that same track as a lot of them do right up along that I-30 corridor.
Yeah, I'm going to go back onto the 760 repeater once I get down there to Arkadelphia, so I'll still have coverage. I'm not sure if it's still linked to the AR link, so back to that.
Appreciate that. Yeah, Alpha TNG. Trying to stay on top of it.
The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning. This is radar indicated for parts of Monroe, Prairie, White, and Woodruff counties until 3:30 p.m. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Des Arc, moving east at 60 miles an hour.
Information for you, Net Control. It appears this rotation is going to go right through Des Arc. Net Control KC5RON information has rotation and possible wall cloud is about 2 miles west of Des Arc moving east. It's going to strike the Des Arc area or go through in that area.
This is Net Control.
Go ahead.
Channel 11 has just announced that they're requesting the governor to activate the National Guard for assistance in the Little Rock area.
5RHS, new tornado warning for Clark County, Net Control.
Understood. Wait one. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for parts of Clark and Pike counties until 4:30 at 3:55. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Blevins, or 10 miles southeast of Murfreesboro, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. Kilo Echo 5, Victor Lima X-ray, are you on the net?
Net Control KG5RON.
That area in Arkadelphia that could give us a report of what you see, what's going on out there. The National Weather Service is telling me that they don't have a great look at the radar in that area, northwest of Prescott or southwest of Arkadelphia. They see persistent rotation, but they don't have a lot of confidence in it. So if you can give us any ground truth to what you see in that area, please do so. Ron, go ahead. Golf Foxtrot Station, go ahead.
West of Arkadelphia. Only thing we have right now is a lot of thunder and still pretty clear at the moment, but that's about all we have going. A little bit of rain.
Understood. Tell me your call sign one more time, please. It was a little broken.
Charlie 5, Golf, Foxtrot, Lima, Fred.
Roger that. KC5GFL, gotcha. Ron, go ahead with your traffic, sir.
I was just going to make mention of that rotation there just east of Blevins, and that'll be tracking on up toward the Okolona and Gum Springs and possibility of Arkadelphia proper. I didn't hear if you had put out the new severe thunderstorm warning for Clark, Grant, and Hot Spring counties till 4:30. Skyward, net up.
W5RHS Net Control, new thunderstorm warning just came out for our area down here.
Yes, it did. Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for parts of Faulkner, Perry, Pulaski, and Saline counties till 4:45 p.m. This includes hail that is half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. At 4:07, severe thunderstorm was located near Pinnacle Mountain State Park, or 10 miles west of Maumelle, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour.
Tornado warning for Clark and Grant County, W5RHS.
sound sick, man. Let's see, you're right. Continues a tornado warning for parts of Clark, Pike counties till 4:30. At 4:10, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Okolona, or 16 miles north of Prescott, moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. If you have any, that comes with quarter-size hail, by the way. This is for Arkadelphia, Okolona, Gum Springs, Richwoods, Hollywood, Bergsville, and Curtis. If you're in that area, let us know what you see. Also, National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning with 1-inch hail for parts of Independence, Jackson, and Woodruff counties till 4:45. AA5JC net control.
Skyward, net up.
National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for this radar indicated for Woodruff County till 4:45. At 4:11, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles west of Hunter or 13 miles northeast of Des Arc, moving east at 50 miles an hour.
Net control KC5 RON.
Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, I had somebody text me wanting to try to get an update on that storm that's moving through the Caddo Valley area. It'll be affecting Malvern here very, very shortly. It's a strong storm, about a 1 3/4 inch hail, and it's moving into the Friendship area. And also, Arkadelphia is, it's to the north of Arkadelphia, but they also have another tornadic cell that's going to be moving into south of Okolona, so it'll be affecting Arkadelphia here in a little while. So just thought I'd give you an update on that.
Service Little Rock has issued tornado warning for Woodruff County. This is near Brinkley, moving east at 60 miles an hour. Since we have a lull in excitement here, if anyone else would like to check in, we're doing that on NetLogger. You can download NetLogger for free, put it on your computer. It's great for HF nets and others. We do use it often. And I know that we've got a lot of folks that are outside the state that have connected in, that are listening as well. Feel free, jump on NetLogger and then we'll go from there. But that way I can at least put you on the log. Right now I've got 66 that are on there. So if anyone else wants to do that, we'll do those on NetLogger so that we keep the radio frequencies open to receive any severe reports. We do have 3 active tornado warnings, 4 technically in the state still. So anyway, if you can do so and you are in that Arkadelphia area specifically and you see anything that is reportable with damage reports, if you hear anything from your local scanner, relay that here. That'd be great. AA5JC net control.
Skyward, net up.
Net control N1LUG. Net control N1LUG. Just going to point out there was a question on the AIM window in NetLogger. Tried to answer it best I could, but you might want to check it, make sure there's not something else you need to know.
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much.
Net control, this is Kilo Yankee for Sierra Mike. That's Kilowatt Yankee for Sugar Bike. No comments, just listening.
Okay, so we're not taking check-ins over the radio, but I'll put you on the log. KY4SM, thank you.
I'm sorry about that. This is KY4.
5 Victor Juliet Bravo.
Kilo India 5, Victor Juliet Bravo, go.
Yeah, I got a report from one of my tenants in West Little Rock around Bowman and Maryland, Bowman Curve area. Trees on houses and possible gas leaks. Just information.
Damage and possible gas leak, Bowman Curve in Maryland. Thank you very much. AA5JC net control.
Net control, this is KI5RLH in West Little Rock. I just heard from my friend who's a maintenance soup at an apartment complex on that road between Rodney Parham and Cantrell. At the valley of that hill, there's an apartment complex, and it has significant roof damage, blown out windows, and tree damage. Clear and final.
Roger that. Significant roof damage, and thank you. LTM. I heard Lima Tango Mike. Go ahead.
That's right, W5LTM. I was just wondering if this is appropriate to ask for a situation report on this net or not.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have another method to get it, you go right ahead. What you need?
For information on the Cabot area, around just south of 321, east of 89. My parents are there, and I haven't been able to get a hold of them. If anybody's in that area can tell me anything.
Skywarn.
Well, they did have a couple of tornado warning storms that passed through that same area, and they've got another one that's bearing that direction right now. It's currently in Malvern, but it's bearing that direction still. Looks like it might skirt Little Rock. If it does, it'll go south of Cabot. But if anybody else is in that area that would like to go by and check on his folks, speak up, and we'll get it taken care of. AA5JC.
Roger. LTM out.
Sierra Golf. I will be echoing. I have a comment for that last ham radio operator about Cabot.
Okay, wait 1, Delta Sierra Golf Station, go.
Whiskey 1, Delta Sierra Golf. I'm a mobile station very close, if not in Cabot. If you can pass me an address, I'd be glad to go by and do a welfare check. Over.
Roger that. W5 LTM, go ahead and contact W1 DSG direct.
Okay, I-5 Mike Bravo for information on Cabot.
Mike Bravo, stand by. W5 LTM, are you still there?
Roger, I'm here. The address is 702 Kingwood Circle.
Delta Sierra Golf, copy the address. Can I get a last name? Roger, copy that. Give me a few to get over that area, and I'll let you know. W1 DSG, clear net control.
Good job, thank you, sir. Mike Bravo, go ahead.
Kilo India 5, Mike Bravo, via the echoing. I was on the Cabot Stars repeater, and there's information. There's a bunch of trees down on 89 when you're coming out of Furlough going into Cabot. So the gentleman that's checking there, I don't know if that address per se is north of the Furlough area, but if it is, just be careful because there are trees down there, and that's the damage that they were reporting on their net. Back over net control.
Thanks for the report. AA5JC.
KI5ZKC.
Was that Kilo India 5 Delta Kilo Charlie, is that right?
Kilo Charlie. If I get to the house check on my place, if you need me to, I will go and stage up somewhere down that direction out of the harm's way and be there for eyes and help, if that's okay.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we've got somebody already going over there to check on them, so I think we're okay for now, but thank you.
KI5 Zulu Kilo Charlie.
Skywarn, net up.
W5RHS to net control. Tornado warning just came out anyway. Go ahead, W5RHS.
Thank you, sir. Having me looking at the other screen. Tornado warning has been issued for parts of Clark, Dallas, and Hot Spring counties till 5 p.m. severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Ridgewoods or near Arkadelphia, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Once again, if anybody's in that area and you can do so safely, let us know what you see out there. AA5JC.
Josh, you might check with Ron. There is a pretty impressive rotational couplet that showed up. It seems to be ramping up. W5RHS.
Very good, very good. Station calling net control, go ahead.
This is KI7CIM. I'm down here in Friendship now. I just made it home safely, and on the way down, there was some strong winds. Aside from that, there's a lot of lightning and heavy rain. And I got really nothing here, just light rain and lightning and thunder, so nothing major.
All right, understood. Glad you made it home safe. AA5JC.
Net control KG5RON, information on the tornado couplet that we see south of Arkadelphia. Net control. This information, the couplet that I'm seeing is in between Gum Springs and Curtis, and it's tracking on off to the north and east, probably about 55 miles an hour. It'll probably pass just maybe south and southeast of Arkadelphia as of right now.
National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Faulkner, Lone Oak, Prairie, Pulaski, White, and Woodruff counties till 5 p.m. This includes 60-mile-an-hour winds and, yeah, I had to make sure I saw that right, ping pong ball-sized hail. Locations impacted include Cabot, Searcy, Little Rock Air Force Base, Valonia, Beebe, Ward, Bald Knob, Judsonia, and the list goes on. AA5JC.
Skywar, net up.
5 LTM. W5 Lima, Papa, Mike. Go ahead.
5 Lima, Tango, Mike. I was just calling back I forget the call sign earlier. The guy was going to do the welfare check for my parents. I finally did hear from my mother, so they're doing okay. I appreciate him offering that service.
All right, very good. W1DSG, did you copy that?
Be direct. Glad to have been of some help. W1DSG clear.
Good job. You can move your good turn jet from one pocket to the other. All right, just to let everybody realize what's going on, there's this tornado warning that is moving in on Malvern right now. It's just north of Arkadelphia, and it's bearing down on Malvern right now. So you're looking at about 4, trying to see where Malvern is. But anyway, it's bearing down directly on Malvern, so if you're in that area, take shelter immediately. And again, if you can do so safely, report what's going on out there to net control. Thanks.
HLA back from Leo, just checking in today. Grant County has just been issued a thunderstorm warning till 5.
Yeah, roger that. That's tornado possible with that severe thunderstorm warning, and that is for
on 443.5, they were asking if anybody had a report from Malvern. It passed. I'm south of Malvern. I'm down at Mom's. It passed here. I'm not really seeing anything right now. Are you?
Not sure if you picked up the wrong mic or what. This is AA5JC net control. I forgot who I was talking to. Oh, sorry. I was telling you about this severe thunderstorm warning. This includes parts of Grant, Hot Spring, and Saline counties till 5 p.m. It does have possible tornado, and there is a tornado warning bearing down on Malvern right now for the person who was just talking.
Control, this is KI5RLH. There's major damage to the area between Maryland and St. Charles and West Little Rock. Trees everywhere. It's blocked off by cops.
All Very good. Thank you for the report.
Net Control KG5RON. Skywar, net up. Just some information for units that are monitoring the station here. We just wanted to make mention the storm moving into the Malvern area. They have removed the tornado warning from that storm. I don't see too much rotation on the radar at this time, but they do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for them. The one I was looking at is just to the west of Gaylord, down in, I believe it's Clark County, southeast of Arkadelphia. It has picked up in its rotation there. I'm not sure if anything's on the ground or anything. Haven't heard any reports, but it is tracking north and east at about 55 miles an hour, so Gaylord and Willow will be possibly in the path of this tornadic cell. KG5RON.
Folks, here's just a little inside look here. National Weather Service is looking closely at the storm just southeast of Cabot. They're watching the Hook Echo take shape there, and they're watching that one for signs of rotation. So if you're in that area just southeast of Cabot and can do so safely, please take a look up at the sky and tell me.
K0FM.
Over my right shoulder on 167 backwards toward Cabot, we have a little rotation, small wall cloud with a little bit of dipping going on. KG5 SPU.
Oh, roger that. That's a great report. Was that Kilo Golf 5 Special Victims Unit? Is that what that was?
Close. Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Bravo uniform.
Got it. Small business unit. Got it. Thank you.
It's in the area of Vandenberg Drive, above Vandenberg.
That's where, the Vandenberg Drive, is that where you are or where you think the rotation is over?
I'm on 67 down by Main Street, and I can see over my shoulder it looks to be over Vandenberg.
Got it. That's from Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Bravo uniform from 167 in Maine. Appears to see rotating wall cloud. Appears to be over Vandenberg Drive. Thank you. AA5JC, net control.
Control KG5RON. Skywar, net up. Anyway, this is KG5RON. I'm just looking at the base velocity and the storm radial velocity in that storm in Clark and Dallas County line. I'm looking, I think I see a correlation coefficient drop there. We might have something that's on the ground. I said might, but it's heading towards the Willow area and possibly even Lono. KG5RON.
Very good. And the National Weather Service says they will be issuing a tornado warning for that storm with that rotating wall cloud west of Cabot. So that's all you, Special Business Unit. Good job. And there it is. Tornado warning has been issued for radar-indicated tornado for parts of Faulkner, Lone Oak, Prairie, and Pulaski, White counties until 5:15. At 4:45, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Cabot, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Hazard here includes tornado. Spotters also reporting a rotating wall cloud. Locations impacted include Cabot, Searcy, Des Arc, Little Rock Air Force Base, Beebe Ward, and Austin. And the list goes on. AA5JC. In the just south of Malvern, in around Central, Landers, or Donaldson, or if you're in Malvern in a high location and you can look to the southwest, southwest, look and see if you can give us any ground reports there. Obviously, the National Weather Service is relying on radar, but it's much better if they can get some ground truth, and that's what we provide here. So if you're in that area and you can do so safely, let us know what you see out there. AA5JC. Service in Little Rock has issued severe thunderstorm warning with possible tornado, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and 1-inch hail for parts of Clark, Dallas, Grant, and Hot Spring County till 5:15 p.m. At 4:48, severe thunderstorm is located 13 miles east of Arkadelphia, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Again, this comes with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Locations impacted include Arkadelphia, Malvern, Rockport, Caddo Valley, Leola, and Bowen.
Skyward, that's up.
Service in Little Rock is continuing a tornado warning for this radar-indicated storm. Hail of 1 inch for parts of Lone Oak, Prairie, and White counties until 5:15. At 4:53, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Ward or near Cabot, moving east at 50 miles an hour. AA5JC, net control.
5 Victor Juliet Bravo.
Kilo India 5 Victor Juliet Bravo, go.
Yeah, Josh, trying to get home out here in West Little Rock on Denny Road. The only way I see is, with all the roads blocked off, is to go north on 40 and come around the backside of Lake Maumelle, unless you can see anything else on a map that's open.
Skyward.
Where are you on Denny Road? That's where I am.
Yes, sir, I do know that.
Well, you know, I've got the worst memory in the world. Anyway, I probably knew that at some point.
Yeah, right now I'm on Cooper Orbit trying to get on Canis. I thought I could come around the backside or around the south, but no dice. Is 430 completely shut down, do you know?
I don't think so. Is there anyone that is or has been on I-430 in the Big Rock interchange area recently?
85 KUQ Mobile.
Go ahead, Neil. Tell us what you know.
430 north from the Big Rock interchange is shut down. The highway signs are saying there's an accident. It's got all lanes blocked. I myself is northbound on Shackelford from the Big Rock interchange, and traffic is blocked northbound Shackelford from Markham.
Neil, I'm sorry, but can you repeat that? I think you might have doubled with somebody at the very beginning part.
30 northbound from the Big Rock, and it may be backed up to Shackelford now, is blocked, completely shut down. I'm on Shackelford at this time. Traffic northbound Shackelford from Markham is being blocked.
All right, very good. VJB, did you copy that direct?
10-4, got all that. Thank you very much.
I think the best advice I have right now is find a watering hole and wait there.
It may come to that.
To get to my job, I don't know which way I'm going to have to go. I guess I'm going to have to go west on Markham.
Neil, are you still right there at Bowman Curve?
Roger.
You might call him first. That area took a bad hit.
The manager put out a text on the manager's text that she tried to take the roof off the building, but she didn't say anything about damage to the building itself.
Okay, well, good luck. AA5JC, net control.
Net control, Kilo Golf 5, Mike Sierra, Sierra.
Kilo Golf 5, Mike Sierra, Sierra, go ahead.
Yeah, the 430 southbound has just reopened at the Rodney Parham exit, so the stop traffic southbound on 430 should start moving shortly, and the northbound on 430 at Rodney Parham is just slow rubbernecking.
Skyward, that's up.
Oh, that's a great report. Thank you very much. So northbound is just slow because of rubbernecking at Rodney Parham, and then it sounds like southbound was just reopened. So 430 should be okay here shortly. Just have some patience.
That's correct. Go 5, Mike Sierra Sierra. 5, JUT Mobile.
5AIE.
K5AIE, go ahead.
Sardis and Bowman, we're having P5 hail at this point.
You said Sardis and Bowman? I'm sorry, you quick keyed at the beginning. Try that again.
Block Road.
Okay, very good. In Sardis on Block Road. Did I get it right that time?
Due west of East End.
Got it. Got it that time. Thank you, sir. AA5JC. The National Weather Service Little Rock has issued a new severe thunderstorm warning with possible tornado, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and 1-inch hail for parts of Grant and Jefferson counties until 5:30 p.m. At 5:04, severe thunderstorm is located over Jenkins Ferry State Park, or 11 miles southwest of Sheridan, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Locations impacted include Pine Bluff, Sheridan, Whitehall, Redfield, Leola, and Prattsville. AA5JC.
BaseNet.
HLH, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm down here in southwest Grant County, where that just came over us. We're starting to get a little wind here. We really didn't have nothing major over here. It just pretty well just blew right on over top of us, and it was going more northwest. Like they said, Sheridan probably going to get that, or the Crossroad area probably going to get the biggest blunt of it.
Skyward. Roger that. Thank you. AA5JC.
Net Control KG5RON. Just a little more information on that storm. It is to the southwest of Sheridan. The main core of it is just passed over Leola, and it's got 2.5-inch hail.
Sorry about that, guys. That's another reminder to call Net Control first. Let's see. Other station. Ron, I think you were generally heard over, so I think we got yours. The other station that just communicated, go ahead.
This is Kilo India 5, Romeo Lima Hotel. If you're in damaged structures in West Little Rock but are mobile and don't have cellular service, internet, or power, you can get it on Chenal Parkway, starting around the Kroger and Costco area through down to Cantrell. It's all operational, including traffic lights.
Well, very good. That's good information. Thank you very much. All right, this is great. The only active tornado warning in the central Arkansas warning area will be allowed to expire, is what I'm just being told. So that's good news. AA5JC. Little Rock is continuing a severe thunderstorm warning with possible tornado, considerable damage threat, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Get this, 2.5-inch hail. That's tennis ball sized hail. This is a severe thunderstorm located near Dogwood or near Sheridan. I don't know why I said it like that. Moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. I cannot even read right now. Locations impacted include Pine Bluff, Sheridan, Whitehall, Redfield, Leola, and Prattsville. AA5JC.
Skyward. That up.
From the National Weather Service, they're advising us that storm over Grant County is extremely strong right now, and the hail is just shy of baseball-sized hail. Again, if you're in that area and you can give us a report of what you're seeing, please call now, AA5JC, or later. Little Rock has issued a new tornado warning for parts of Grant and Jefferson counties until 5:45. At 5:15, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Sheridan, moving east at 60 miles an hour. This includes tornado and baseball-sized hail. The locations impacted include Pine Bluff, Sheridan, Whitehall, Redfield, Warburton, and Pine Bluff Arsenal. If you can do so safely from that area, let us know what you see. Also, we're being told there's a rotating wall cloud near the intersection of Highway 35 and 167 coming out of Leola in Grant County. AA5JC.
Control from KG5.
Skyward, net up.
Josh, that station's in Grant County trying to reach you.
I'm not sure where they're trying to reach me. I'm here. I haven't heard anything. Try it again.
Control KG5. I'm in northern part of Grant County. All I'm experiencing right now is heavy rain.
Okay, very good. I did hear enough of that part. I didn't get your call sign, but I did hear nothing but heavy rain right now. If that changes or if you see anything, please do call AA5JC. KG5RON, this is AA5JC. I need to QPP for a second.
Okay, copy that. I'll go ahead and take over on the net here at KG5RON, assuming responsibilities of the AR-Link System net. KG5RON, that tornado warning for Grant County. The cell is just to the south of Sheridan. I wouldn't doubt that you're probably going to get at least 1 1/4, 1.5 inch hail right now in that area. Looking at the base velocities, I definitely see right where that hail core is, due south of Sheridan on, Highway 167, just crossed over 167. So be advised, I don't know of anything on the ground, but there is indeed a couplet there. KG5RON.
This is KG5HLH, the bit.
Go ahead, I believe it's HLH, KG5RON.
Sure is Kilo Echo 5, KG5HLH, yes sir. I'm southwest Grant County in Leola. We just saw that. Clouds are breaking up and starting to clear up here in this part of the county. Just want to let you know we're all out of danger down here, it looks like.
Yeah, copy that. The rotating part of that storm in Grant County there went just right through that area there. It's now located just a little bit south and east of Sheridan, maybe about 4 or 5 miles.
Yes, sir. The way you described it sounds like around about the crossroad areas, around that area. That's probably about 8, 9 miles away from us, northeast from us.
Skyward, that's up. You copy that, yeah. Looks like it's going to be passing close to Jefferson. Let's say between Jefferson and Whitehall, it appears, but closer to Jefferson. And it's still moving pretty quickly, so it looks like it's increased a little bit in strength there. We got inflow to it, and then it's rotating. So that's why they issued the warning. But as of right now, I know of nothing on the ground, but just go ahead and be prepared in Jefferson and maybe even Whitehall. KG5RON.
Roger that. Well, I'll go ahead and clear air deck control. Like I said, everything's out of it's cleared out down here in this area, so I'll go ahead and clear the frequency. 85 HLH.
Okay, copy that, and we appreciate your help, no doubt about it. And we'll try to keep y'all advised of, whoever is at net control here, but Josh should be back here pretty quick. KG5RON.
Ron, AA5JC.
Okay, go ahead, AA5JC. Josh.
All right, thank you, sir. AA5JC, net control.
Josh, copy that. I'll relinquish control back to AA5JC. Just information, we do have a rotational couplet just due east of Sheridan. On, looks like getting ready to go across Highway 270 there, close to Sheridan, in between that and Whitehall. Jefferson looks like it might be affected next. AA5JC net control, KG5RN. Net control, all I heard was key up. Just information, that last radar summary, and then we just got an update on that storm in Grant County. It appears it's moving, it's right on the line of Grant and Jefferson, and it kicked up a notch. So I'm just, advising you, in between Jefferson and Whitehall, this thing will be crossing over there, getting ready to go across US 270.
All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
KG5RO, landing clear.
Another one. National Weather Service in Little Rock issues a tornado warning. This radar indicated for parts of Independence, Izard, Sharp, and Stone counties until 6:15 p.m. At 5:29, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Croker, or 9 miles south of Melbourne, moving east at 55 miles per hour. This is, of course, radar-indicated rotation. Locations impacted include Melbourne, Mount Pleasant, Sydney, Gid, Stella, and Lunenburg. If there's anyone in those areas that can safely report what you see there, please call Net Control, AA5JC.
W5RHS to Net Control.
Skywar, Net up.
Go ahead.
So go ahead, Josh. I need to ask Ron something. We've got a pretty good storm around the 70-30 split, and there's an accident at the 113 on I-30. It's multi-vehicle, several 18-wheelers, and I just wanted to get a radar update because we got a lot of EMS people working out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Ron, go ahead.
Okay, SKG5RN. Those are just run-of-the-mill, if you will, thunderstorms from Traskwood to Daytonte out west, northwest of Haskell and around Magnet Cove. And these storms are moving up to the northeast at a pretty good clip. Heaviest of it is just to the south of Malvern, but nothing warned on that cluster of storms. The only warning that we have is down there in Jefferson County, just crossed over in between Jefferson, Whitehall, and Pine Bluff. Sherrill will be affected next, along with Tucker and Wabaseka and Altimer. And we've got, looks like one inch hail in that core right now, just southeast of Jefferson.
Okay, Ron. The one that's around the 70-30 split, it looked pretty rough when I saw just a glance of it. It's getting really dark, so if anything happens, please let me know. Like I say, there's a lot of fire EMS working that accident on the interstate. If you don't mind, W5RHS.
Okay, W5RHS will do. I don't see anything on the any couplets or anything on base velocity or storm radial velocity, and so I haven't looked at the correlation coefficient yet because I didn't see any rotation, so there's no need to check that. But these storms are building up now. It seems to me that the center part of the state is quite juicy right now for tornadic and rotating thunderstorms. So we'll really need to keep a close watch. But thankfully, the only severe storm we have right now is down in Jefferson County, and we do have a bit of rotation there just south and west of the Sherrill, and but there's no tornado warning on it anymore, but it is rotating still.
Thank you, Ron. Appreciate it. W5RHS.
KG5RO, and going to enjoy a sandwich here.
KJ5ADF.
Yes, I believe it was. Go ahead.
Right here on I-30 westbound, caught up in all that traffic. Everything looks fine with this weather that's coming through here. It looks just like a massive rain core that's running through here, so light rain, but it's probably going to pick up in here just a second.
All right, very good. Make sure I got that call right. Is that Kilo Golf 5 Alpha Delta Foxtrot?
Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Delta X-ray.
Gotcha. That sounds better. Yeah, it sounds more appropriate that you would be from Cabot and not Waco.
Yeah, we're originally from Arkadelphia. I'm addressed up there in Cabot, but we were sitting in Arkadelphia when we saw those tornadoes pop up and decided to follow them up there. KJ580X.
All right, I tell you what, folks, it looks like we have no more tornado warnings, I think. Is that right? Yeah, we've got one that's way up north, Izzard and Sharp County till 6:15, but I don't think we have any coverage in that area. So, having said that, let me go ahead and take some check-ins. I know that I've got a lot of people already. If you have opened up NetLogger at some point, I've got you on the log already. So, don't worry about that. But if there's anyone else who has not opened NetLogger, you don't have it, you don't want to, that's fine. Let's go ahead and take some check-ins. Right now I've got 95, so let's add some more. If you have not checked in on NetLogger, let's hear you. AA5JC.
Skywarn.
Control, please check in. Kilo Golf 5, Juliet, Oscar Juliet, Jane down here in Grant County.
AA5JC, this is Whiskey 5, Tango, Papa, Kilowatt, Malvern.
Control. In W2SUL, Adam Monopolo, no traffic.
This Kilo Alpha 5, Mike Golf Lima, Kelly and Conway.
Yeah, go ahead and acknowledge these check-ins. I've got Kilo Golf 5, Juliet Oscar Juliet, Gene. I've got Whiskey 5, Tango Papa Kilo, that's Tyler. I've got Whiskey 2, Sierra Uniform Lima, that's Adam. I've got Kilo Alpha 5, Mike Golf Lima, Kelly, and Whiskey 2, Juliet Lima Delta, that's John. He's actually out in Rochester, New York, who is looks like he's listening online. So, anyone else that would like to check in, go ahead and call now.
Take control.
I'm sure I've already been checked into this. This is November 5, Echo Whiskey Charlie, Eric, Little Rock.
Net control. Please check in Kilo 5, Juliet, Mike, Kilo, Justin, Maumelle, no traffic.
All right, looks like that's all for now. I've got Eric. Yeah, I already had you on the log. And the only other one there is Justin, Kilo 5, Juliet, Mike, Kilo. Any others that would like to check in, call now.
Net control, please check in Kilo Charlie 5, India Foxtrot Hotel, David.
Okay, let me just hold you up right there. I've got Kilo Charlie 5, India Foxtrot Hotel, David. I've got you. And the other station, you are not holding the repeater at all, my friend. Either try to increase your power or better your position. Try it again here in a minute. Anybody else want to check in? Call now.
Net control, please check in Kilo 5, Juliet Lima in Benton. No traffic.
Conway, no traffic, portable. Good afternoon, Josh. 85NW.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. There were two of them that checked in, and I couldn't get either one of them because my computer glitched out. Let's try those two again.
Net control, please check in Kilo 5, Juliet Lima in Benton. No traffic.
Net control, please check in Alpha Echo 5, November Whiskey, Matt Conway, portable. Good evening, Josh. 85NW.
I've got, I copied the 5 November Whiskey, but I'm sure you didn't say Delta Echo 5, so tell me what that was again.
Good afternoon, Josh. No, this is Matt. Alpha Tango, that's Alpha Echo. I'm on HD, so I may not be making the trip that well.
Oh, right. should have just said it was PETA, and I would have got you there. All right, 85NW, got you on the log. I've got David, KC5IFH. I've got K5JLL, or excuse me, K5JJL. Jeffrey, I've got it right, I promise. And 85NW, Pat. Thank you, sir. All right, anyone else like to check in? You can call now.
Whiskey 5, Sierra Mike Zulu, J, Benton, no traffic.
Net control, KG5RON. We have a new tornado warning.
Let's break for that tornado warning. Let me find it. I didn't even see it come in. Hang on. I see it on the map, but I don't see it in the chat. All right. National Weather Service in Little Rock let me try that again. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning. Radar indicated with 1-inch hail for parts of Arkansas, Jefferson, Lone Oak, and Prairie County, still 6:15. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Altimer or 11 miles northeast of Pine Bluff, moving east at 55 miles an hour. AA5JC, we're going to halt any further check-ins while we have this active tornado warning. If you'd like to check in otherwise, you can open NetLogger, and that's all that'll do it. If you open NetLogger, you'll find the log, the net there listed as Arkansas Skywarn. That's all it takes. I'll put you on the log from there. AA5JC, if anyone has anything to report from that severe thunderstorm, call AA5JC. Ron, I've got to hit the road, or else I'm going to be driving at midnight. Can you take over from here, AA5JC?
Skywarn, net up. Yeah, certainly, Josh. I'll go ahead and take over net control there. So, KG5RON, take it over net control. Be careful.
Thank you, sir. We'll be monitoring all the way up to Bentonville. AA5JC. I'm QRT.
This KG5RON net control. Just information on that Grant County, Jefferson County storm. That rotational couplet is just in between Altimer and Wabaseka and Altimer, and it is tracking on off to the north and east. It'll probably be affecting Humphrey also. So that is the only tornadic storm that we have in our broadcast region, and we're going to keep a very close watch on that and the other storms that are popping up. But this one is the big boy of the litter, so if you will. So between Wabaseka and Altimer, moving northeast. KG5RON, AR-Link System, Skywarn Net Control.
RON, KF5TNG, question.
Station calling Net Control, go ahead, KG5RON.
On the south side of Hot Springs, and we had some storms move through earlier, and now the clouds have cleared, it's sunny, and it's getting warmer. We're still in the warm sector. Do you think our area might be susceptible to getting more storms later this evening?
It's hard to say as of right now. I haven't seen the National Weather Service's, the forecast map or anything, but I do believe the front is moving through, a cold front's moving through. The warm front, it was in the eastern part of the state, is now lifting up to the north, and I do believe these tornadic storms are rotating and moving along that warm front. So as of right now, the closest thing to your location in Hot Springs is in the Malvern and Midway area in Hot Spring County.
KI5TNG, monitoring from Hot Springs.
Copy that, friend, and if you are able to, if you have NetLogger downloaded, please go on to NetLogger and check in with us. And when you check in, well, I should say when you do a search, look for Arkansas Skywarn, and then you should be able to enter your information, and we'll add you to the list. As of right now, we have 108 people that have checked in.
You have it, and when I checked earlier, I was on the list. There's a lot of people on there, so I haven't scanned it lately, so, but yeah, I do believe I am checking on NetLogger.
Okay, copy that, my friend. We appreciate you and all the other spotters and ham operators out there for all your assistance here. It might be trying to wind down, but as sure as I say anything, it'll probably something will pop up. But you do have a little cell in extreme northwestern Garland County up there. Extreme northwestern, just north of the lake up there. So nothing severe as of right now for your area, and I don't see anything to the west of you. Only thing we have right now is one tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning in, down around Humphreys, Arkansas, and Altimer in Jefferson County.
I kind of got that, but like I say, it's warm and humid here, and this is Arkansas, so they can pop up anytime, anywhere. KF5 TNG, we're clear and listening.
KG5RON, net control.
W5 WUP, Whiskey 5, Whiskey United Papa in Marlton, Delta Alpha Victor Easy Dave, please check me in.
Skywar, net up. Okay, KG5RON, I don't have a way of checking you in on the NetLogger. I don't have the control of that. That was with Josh, and he is mobile as of right now. But we do appreciate you checking in there for sure. And if you have NetLogger downloaded, please, by all means, check in on that, and hopefully we can get that listed on the list.
Escaped West Little Rock just about the time the funnel clouds went through, about 2:25. Headed up Highway 10. Got back to Marlton and glad to be home and have been listening all the time. W5 WUP clear.
Okay, copy that, W5 WUP. We appreciate all of you out there for being out, well, basically in the danger zone, if you will. But we do appreciate all of our spotters, and we have, as of right now, we have 110 people that have checked in on NetLogger, and there's so many more out there that we possibly don't have the call letters for, but we do appreciate each and every one of you. KG5RON, net control.
More multiples there, so you're going to have to back up and get some traffic.
Trying to go towards downtown on Cantrell and tries to use the neighborhoods to the right of it to get away from the traffic. Don't try it because those neighborhoods have trees and bits of roof everywhere, and the cops are in the process of closing all those streets. KF5RLH clear and final.
Okay, copy that. There are two stations that doubled. The other station, come back now.
This is Kilo India 5, Romeo Lima Hotel, headed towards downtown on Cantrell. If anybody else is doing the same thing around the Osborne's house, and you're trying to avoid that traffic into the neighborhoods to the right, don't do it because there's trees everywhere and there's bits of roof everywhere, and the cops are presently closing all the access roads to those neighborhoods from Cantrell.
Okay, copy that. So evidently we have quite a bit of damage up in the Pulaski County area, up in that area around Cantrell and everything. So all units and stations, just avoid that area if at all possible. We know there's damage. We really don't need any, reports of, we got damage here off of Cantrell or something, because we already know that. But we do appreciate you calling in and letting us know about Cantrell Road and the issue with traffic and everything. Break, I have information. This is KG5RON, AR Link System, Skywar Net Control. The Weather Service has canceled the tornado watch for quite a few counties in the state, and I'll run through them real quick, and then I'll tell you the ones that are still under that tornado watch till 8 o'clock. The canceled: Baxter, Boone, Conway, Fulton, Izzard, Johnson, Logan, Marion, Montgomery, Newton, Polk, P-O-P-E, Polk, P-O-L-K, Scott, Cersei, Stone, and Van Buren, and Yale. And we'll be back with the continuation on the ones that are still under the watch, KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. Real quick, the National Weather Service has just issued another tornado warning for Monroe, Prairie, and Woodruff counties till 6:30 p.m. 6:02 radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Hallsville, and that's over Duval's Bluff, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour. And I was looking at that just a few moments ago, and I noticed an uptick in the rotation. So this will be just to the east of Hazen right now, just to the east of Hazen, just east and just crossing over US 70. So it'll be just due west of Duval's Bluff and east of Hazen, tracking north and east. KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. Skywarn Net up. KG5RON. Here are the counties that are still under the tornado watch, and I'll go through them real quick. Arkansas, Bradley, Calhoun, Clark, Claiborne, Cleveland, Dallas, Deshae, Drew, Faulkner, Garland, Grant, Hot Spring, Independence, Jackson, Jefferson, Lawrence, Lincoln, Lone Oak, Monroe, Washita, Perry, P-E-R-R-Y, Pike, P-I-K-E, Prairie, Pulaski, Randolph, Saline, Scott, I should say Saline, Sharp, White, and Woodruff. And that tornado watch till 8 p.m. KG5RON.
When you look at that other tornado warnings down there, it looks like it's brightening up a little bit, the Couplet area, W5RHS.
Hey, Kelly, you talking about the one on the county line between Jefferson and Arkansas County?
Yes, sir, the one that has a 3-inch hail core right on top of Humphrey.
Yeah, copy that. Just got an update on it. It is just due east of Humphrey, Arkansas right now, and it is a pretty wound-up storm, it looks like. It looks like there's a good chance of hail in there for sure. 3 3/4 inch hail, 100% chance of hail, and a 100% chance of significant hail. So, yes, I would say that that's probably one that'll bust out your car windows or your house windows. But anyway, this storm is moving up to the north and east, and it'll be probably crossing over US 79 here within, say, the next, 5 minutes, if that long. KG5RON.
There's several TVS signatures, tornado signals. I can't talk. Anyway, it's starting to look more intense. W5RHS.
Yeah, copy that. Those TVSs on the tail end of that couplet appear to be caused by the winds rushing in toward the actual spinning part. If you go to the storm radial velocity, 1/2 a degree, you'll see the bright green and red there, and those couplets are back, the markers are back off to the south and west of it, so that's inflow going into where the bright green touches that red. KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning effective until 7 p.m. for Arkansas, Monroe, and Prairie counties. 609 radar indicated severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Stuttgart, moving northeast at 70 miles an hour. And we're looking at it as a very impressive storm indeed. So just keep that, keep that in mind. But there you have it, KG5RON. AR Link System, Skywarn Net Control, KG5RON. Looks like the couplet for that storm is northeast of Duval's Bluff around Fredonia, Arkansas, and it is on moving on off to the north and east, just on top of US Highway 70, as a matter of fact. And the other storm down in the Jefferson County has already crossed over. They'll be removing Jefferson County from the warning here shortly, but that storm is already into Arkansas County as of right now, due east of Humphrey, and that's that warning, and they'll be issuing probably further down the line. It looks like they have just due south of Stuttgart, tracking on up toward Crockett's Bluff and Casco, I should say. KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. This is Skywarn Net Control, KG5RON. Just to update here, the Weather Service is continuing that tornado warning till 6:30 from Monroe, Prairie, and Woodruff County. 612 radar indicates severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Fredonia, 7 miles northeast of DeVos Bluff, moving northeast. And the storm appears to have slowed down somewhat. It's only moving at 45 miles an hour now. And I'm looking at the rotation here just south, a little bit south and east of Stuttgart right now. So Casco and Holly Grove further down the line will probably be affected by this storm here in the next, say, 10, 15 minutes. KG5RON.
RON WA5LUY.
Yeah, go ahead, sir, KG5RON.
The storms have moved out of the Hot Springs coverage area, so we're going to drop the link over here. Just wanted to let you know. And if anything pops up, we'll turn it back on.
Skywarn, net up. Okay, buddy, no problem. We appreciate you guys joining us for all the excitement, if you will. Only thing I see near the Garland County area is up in the extreme southern, or southwestern, I should say, Perry County, just north of the Garland County border, and it's tracking on off to the north and east, and I don't see anything else, at all that'll be affecting your area unless something pops up real quick, and we'll certainly let you know. It's KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. Just asking for anybody that might be, let's see, in the Lone Oak or Stuttgart area or Ulm, if you could check in and let us know if you see anything in the skies up there, or let us know your conditions. KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. KG5RON, AR Link System, Skywarn Net Control. Just to reiterate, we do have a few warnings here. Tornado warning for southeastern Prairie, southern Monroe, and northeastern Arkansas counties in Arkansas till 7 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located just east and northeast of Stuttgart, moving northeast at 70 miles per hour. And I'll be back with the other warning here, break. Skywarn, net up. Okay, KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. We do have a tornado warning in effect till 6:30 for southeastern Woodruff, east central Prairie, and northwestern Monroe counties. At 612, radar indicated severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Fredonia, that's 7 miles northeast of DeVos Bluff, moving northeast at 45, a little bit slower than the other storms, about half as fast. So these storms are getting wound up here in the eastern part of the state, so it appears they're going to be recycling. So hopefully nothing bad will come back out of these things. We've already had enough dealings with these storms today. KG5RON, Skywarn Net Control. W5RHS, Skywarn Net Control, KG5RON.
W5RHS, go ahead.
Kelly, I don't see anything pretty much in our broadcast region. Let's see what they said. They're continuing the tornado warning for Monroe, Prairie, and Woodruff counties, but I'm not sure if that's in our broadcast region there, because everything I see now is just little pop-up thunder showers here and there south of Perryville, west of Camden, nothing like the ones that went through earlier. No severe storms whatsoever to our south, to our north and west. And so I think if you want, maybe we can drop the net for a while and open up the channel for regular traffic.
Okay. If I can hit the coast up there.
Skywarn, net up.
Yeah, there's still some stuff. We might want to keep an eye on them. They may keep on going, We can talk, but we can take it out of Skywarn. 75 RHS.
Okay, AR main system Skywarn net control KG5RON. I'll stand by for a tone.
75 RHS.
Shutting down AR link system net. Please wait. Acknowledge net is over. Remote link off.